This is lesson 110. Finally, 110. This little painting I want to do for you is a place called Wells Next the Sea. Now, this is a few villages along from where I live on the North Norfolk coast, and it's very popular with tourists and that. This is what used to be a grain store here, and they used to sort of boats come up to here and take up, used to deliver coal to these people around here, and they gave grain back, and the grain went off in different directions wherever it came from. But eventually it silted up this area, and the big ships couldn't get down here. So now it's a touristy place. We can get boats this side in, but it does silt up quite a lot. But this is what used to be the grain thing. Now all this is a block of luxury flats on stilts, and it's quite a nice little place, lovely. Anyway, so let's get painted, shall we? The colours we've got today is same as I usually do: raw sienna, the ultramarine, and don't bother with the crimson today. Don't bother with it. We'll manage without it. So that's it. You've got three colours there. Let's get rid of that and see where we go. There's a lot going on down here, so I don't want too much of a busy sky. Let's put just a sky in, but not too busy. This is clean water. I'll put a bit of sunshine in there. And a touch of blue sky in there as well. I say it's not too busy. By the buildings. Sky down to there. Let's get that far side done as well. A lot of weight going here, so I'll put some balance in this corner. Down to the horizon. That should see us all right there. I said we don't want it too busy. And of course, the water this day will be similar to what's in the sky, but we'll do that later. I think the best thing I can do with that now is just make sure that's down to there. Right, I'll get a smaller brush for this. That's number 6 if I can find it. There it is. It's a number 6, and to start putting this brickwork in here. The first lot we've got this. I'll start with the distance up to some pan-tile roofs. Touch down there, touch down that one. This is it's a lovely little place. It's as I say, the beach and the sea is down here towards me. Along this, carry on walking here. There's some little fish and chip shops here. I'll tell you, really nice. There's a car park just about here. Actually, I'll leave the car park out. I'll not put that in. You're not bothered about that, are you? These buildings, this sticky out bit is like a greeny colour. I'll do the other bit first. This is like a brown colour. We've got some burnt umber there. Let's see if it's burnt. I don't want it too strong, this burnt umber, but it'll be a base colour on there just to see if we can get the right colour on this. What I want. Too strong a little bit. And this building here is like brick built. Just get rid of the white. Some archways there, which is shops, frontage for shops and stuff like that. I'll put the roofs in it in a minute. Slightly different colour. Same with these roofs here. We'll just get that in. I want to do that brickwork in for that building there. And put some Pantel roof on the top there now. Get some of that in. And the little pippy building on top there. And some of these buildings down here. Darkening this. I'm trying to age it a little bit. It's too nice. We can't have that. We don't do nice. Look at now, I'll just, what I'll do, I'll put some of that this colour here, it's a lot of brickwork on this one. I'm suggesting it, not painting it all in. I'll leave that as a white top. That seems a bit nice. That. I think we'll get a suggestion of reflection down in the water here, won't we? From this building. A bit of white on that one. Now there's some bushes and that around there, and a bit of bush there, so we'll pop that in next. Get that moving. The light today is coming from the right. I put a bit of dip. I just dip my brush in that French ultramarine and burnt umber, the mix I've got on the palette. It's handy then. I've dipped it in it, so we'll try some trees and that down here now. I'm putting that higher because what happened, it was still wet, and if you look there, this brown has spread into the sky. So it's plan B. It's a tree now. Dipping that French ultra and the burnt umber into it, and let's darken some of it as well. There's also a bit of a hedge in front of that, which is just here. And the other side of that walkway, there's another bit of greenery just here. I think I've done with the greenery now. Apart from this greenery on here, I want to put a green on there. Let's have it's a different kind of green. I have some winter blue green shade, That might be the colour I'm looking for. Let's have a look. Still a bit too yellowy, that. I want more bluey green. I'm testing it just as I'm going along. That seems a better colour. Right, we'll have some of that. Let's see how we go. And this is I say it's posh this now. It's just got some quite expensive flats that overlook the sea, and they're quite desirable. I'm going to put some Pantal on top of that when I've done. These struts support it, or they're like girders. It's a black affair, so we'll leave it at that on that. Right, there's some bits and stuff I've missed there, so I better put them in as well. A chimney pot. Bit of dark under there like that. A Pantal. Darken them down a bit. But then in the distance, you can't see what they've got on the telly, anything like that. It's just they're there, and that's it. Right, I think you'd probably see these boats. I put the boats in next, I think that they're coming forward. Although before that, I'll put some windows in, then we can see what we're doing with the windows. Get a rigger for this. That might do it. And use some of that burnt umber with the French Ultra. Let's see what we've got. Let's see if we can get some suggestions of windows in here. After all, they've got to look lived in, haven't they? Window there. Right, I've got to tattle some of these windows first. I'll start at the top. There's a circular window up here. There's some long windows in this here. It's just keep fiddling them in. It takes a while, but you can do it. I know, with full confidence in you. You'll do it. I think there's another curvy window up here. Those round windows, and some panel windows across here as well. think we'll have that roof on there. I think we'll have a pale colour. Some fiddly bits on this. Should keep you busy for 10 minutes. A series of arches here. Right, let's put a bit of crimson red in here, put some doors in. There's a door here that wants to go in. Like a bit of red. There's some bits of red in here, you know, where the shops are. It's not going to be all derelict looking. There's something happening in the windows and stuff like that. I'll put another colour in. Let's see, Mabel's jumper, that'll do. Some yellow in there, shall we? Now we'll look at these boats, shall we? I think this one's quite a nice one. Must be nice. Oh, I'll put it as a white boat with some red stripes on it. That'd be nice. That would be nice, I think. One down at the base here, that is. I think I'll have some of this red on the cabin at the top. There's a cabin here. Right, you'd probably see a touch of that in the water as well, wouldn't you? Just a touch of it. Right, the boat in front, I think we'll have that as a blue one. I think cobalt blue would be nice on that. Nice cobalt blue. a sort of a mahogany gunnel on it. That'll be nice. I think that would also reflect in the water, wouldn't it? Now put a burnt sienna gunnel on it. That gunnel is the thing round the top. This thing looks white now. More water on there. Around that side. Because that'll show on here, won't it? A little boat. I think I'll do it. A little boat of, let's see what colour shall I have a little boat. A little black one. That'll make a nice change. I used to use Payne's grey for this. Do a touch of reflection down there, won't we? Right, I want to put in this land area here, but put that in. I'll use some raw sienna on that. I'll start them off with raw sienna. Have a bit of sunshine on it. Touch of raw sienna. Right, let's try with this. This area flattened in as well. Right, a bit of dark in that. Some burnt umber. Foreground. French Ultra into that as well, drop some of that in. I'll bring it towards us a little bit, that. Right, this is a sort of a buoy thing, you know, which it's a capstan, I think, what they tie the boats to. So we better put that in sometime. The light's coming from the right, so I've got to be careful here about where I put the shadows, so I'll leave the shadows till last. Right, let's have a look now. I better flick those poles in, with the stanchions that's holding this, on this, what was the grain thing? Those two fuckers on top of the boat. So that'll hold them two up. Put a bit of rubbish on the top of this boat here they've got something on there. I'll put a bit on this one as well. I'll have a touch of something in that one as well. I'll put a cabin on that one, that'd be nice. Windows in there. Now the light's coming from the right, so this portion here where the edge of the harbour is, that wants to be darker, doesn't it? A darker colour. So I think I'll put that some dark. That's French trim burnt on, but I've got this dark colour. It's a shadow colour actually, but we can pop it in there and it'll. I think we can paint this here, I think in a bit of this darkish colour as well. This capstan. A bit like that size because it's facing the sun, isn't it? Just there. There's a bit of rope on it. I suppose I'll put a bit of rope on it. That'll help. Now there's some people dipping in, haven't we? Right, let's have a look at some of these people, shall we? I'll start at the ones at the little people at the back. You'll not see a lot of detail on them, but we'll pop something in like this. A bit of brown on this woman here. That bloke's still with her. I can nearly get a tiny brush and put some near the shops. Just here. In the archway perhaps. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I don't like a 4, so let's put another couple in somewhere. Put a couple just here. It's turned dark out there now. We're heading for a storm, I think. A bit more colour in. They're looking at the shops, that's. These are having a chat. Blue ones on. I'm putting different kinds of clothes on for these people. When you do your figures, just choose what kind of colours you like for these. It's random. I got Fred and Mabel just here. I'll put Fred and Mabel in now because they like to be on these pictures. So Fred's got his red jumper on here. Mabel's got a yellow one on. Getting quite dark now out there. Put a light on the picture, see if it makes it any better for you. How's that? Is that better? Well, it's better for me. Right, I'll put some trousers on. I think I'll have some burnt sienna trousers on for a change, just for a change. Oh, put this water in first. I haven't done the water yet. Oh, there's some water, folks. Now the watercolour is the colour of the sky, isn't it? Let's see what we've got. See if we can put some sky colour in this. Got a touch of that cloud up there, haven't we? Right, the light's coming from the right, so we've got to put some shadows in there, folks. It needs some shadows, definitely. So So it makes a bit of shadow colour. That's the ultramarine and some burnt umber into it. They're both transparent colours, those. So when you put the colour on, whatever's below it will shine through. It doesn't obliterate it, if you know what I mean. It allows you to sort of paint, but see beyond it. Right, let's have a look now. Now the light from this is in full sun. That's in full sun. That's in full sun. This is in shade here, so we better start putting some shade on here. This piece here. Is in shade. All of that. And this piece here, from here, is also in shade. Some of this shade will reflect in the water as well. Got a storm going on overhead, folks, while I'm painting. It's nice and dry in my little shed, or my big shed I should say. This panel here will be in shade. That roof line will be in shade. This end piece will be in shade here. This will be in shade here. Getting lots of darks down here. The light on these people, you're going to get some shade on the people here. And on this round capstan. I'll suggest some of this in here, in the water. Which means you've got to put some green in there, haven't you, for that top piece. Let's have some windows in. I better put some suggestions of windows down here. The boat will be in shade, of course. apart from the front end, which you can see in the sun. This is shady, this one. Anything else? And this piece here, I think we've got this piece on the end, this will be in shade as well. Pick out the shaded ones, ones in the sunshine. This is in shade. If I remember, I think there's a little like a little mast on the top of this. So I'm going to just put that mast in there. I'll darken that roof a bit, so that'll leave that separation there. I probably chose the wrong place for the sun, but not to worry. You can see what I mean. If you want to put the sun in a different direction, that's probably a nice thing to try. I think I'll put in the front here, a bit of a cloud shadow just here. If you're looking for things to do, it wants take the brush off me. And let's see what we've got. I'll close that down a bit, see if we've got. And that's our it's called Wells Next the Sea. That is the full title of it, Wells Next the Sea. And it's a lovely spot if you ever get a chance to go and have a look around it and have a visit and that. I've simplified it quite a lot, but that's the basis of it. There's cars all around this bit here. I've left them out. I don't want them in. And you might get an odd boat in the top here. I'm moored around here, but they've got the basics of it. That's the luxury flats and that, and these are houses in the distance, and shops, and people. So that's it for today, folks. I've enjoyed painting Wells Next to Sea. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, give us a like and a subscribe, and I will see you on the next lesson, which is 111. So until then, folks, it's goodbye. Goodbye, folks.